Okay, welcome back to another episode of Ham Radio on the Go, and this is a special edition, Field Day, ARRL Field Day for 2024. Join us. Okay, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks for watching. It's ARRL Field Day for 2024, arguably the biggest event in the USA and Canada, and it's a global event by any stretch of the imagination. It's a contest, it's a preparedness and emergency communications, and it's a showcase of amateur radio to the public. So it's a big event, and most people participate in some fashion, either at the club level or at home, or maybe in a park by themselves, portable, or with a couple of buddies, and you get on the air with whatever you got. So let's get right to the action. We got lots to cover. I'm going to try and operate one Bravo, which is a 1 or 2 person portable. I'm going to use my Ten-Tech Scout 555 QRP. I'm going to use a battery operated type of setup there. You're going to see the whole setup coming up next. Let's check it out. Okay, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks for watching. This weekend is Field Day. We're going to get right to the action. I'm going to try and operate portable. I think it's 1 Bravo. Got the this is the setup here. Got the Ten-Tech Scout 555 with all the band modules. Right now 10 meters is plugged in, but I have everything from 10 meters to 80 meters as well. I have a CW Morse key I picked up at Hamvention. I got some Radio Shack PL259 RG58 50 ohm cable. I got a Radio Shack sealed lead acid battery. Got my connectors for antennas. I got the Vibraplex 10 meter end-fed antenna, and I'm going to go also with some MFJ ham sticks, and that's the setup here for Field Day 2024. Forgot to mention the antenna system. The antenna mount is going to be a 3/8 by 24 thread mount into a copper pole going into the ground. That's your antenna mast system with the MFJ ham sticks. Forgot to mention the Radio Shack old school sealed lead acid is a 12 volt 7 amp hour. Charged it prior. We'll see how long we can stay on the air. Not the best battery, but that's all I got. A little after 2 o'clock, and I can already see storms are rolling in. I'm a little behind the 8 ball. Like I said, Field Day operation starts at 2 o'clock, but mine is a quick and simple setup. That's what I think is the best for Field Day. Clubs do a much more intricate setup, and that's fine as well, to showcase ham radio to the public. But for me, I like to operate a small, quick setup and operate. There you go. You could hear it. Hopefully we'll get on the air for at least a few minutes, barring this storm. All right, let's do some power. Okay, we have power. Have it set to QRP. Okay, we got the band modules for 15, 20, and 10 meters. I think we might have to suspend operation, but I'm going to try and just grab a little bit of footage.
Papa, what's your call? Okay, what is your call again?
Looking for some CW signals. Now we're back on the voice.
Thanks for the contact. Thanks for your patience. QRZ, this is November Uniform 5, Delta Echo.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico. Dominican Republic. Oh no, I'm sorry, Colombia. Hotel Kilo is Colombia. Hotel India. And he faded out. Signals are fading out very quickly on the 15-meter band right now.
Okay, this is Kilo 5 Whiskey, and we are 10 Alpha, 10 Alpha, South Texas.
Wow, 10 Alpha. Impressive.
Okay, thank you, 73. QRP, Kilo 5 Whiskey.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico.
November Romeo 1 Bravo, this is Kilo 5 Whiskey, and we are in South Texas, 10 Alpha, South Texas.
Okay, now we're on the 10-meter band. Pretty quiet. All right, we're going to have to suspend operation here. We're getting some lightning strikes, getting some rain coming in. We'll try again later. Safety first. We'll try again later. Okay, through the magic of editing, fast forward, we went back to the shack here. There's a forecast for pop-up storms throughout the afternoon, so it'd be a constant battle with Mother Nature. So we're going to opt to go 1 Delta. That's, great for field day. Things change, plans change, circumstances change, and we're going to roll with it. We're going to try and stay on the air as a 1 Delta. And since we didn't make any contacts as 1 Bravo, so we still have an opportunity to have a clean start as a 1 Delta with the Yaesu 857D. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, I confirmed it is 1 Delta. And in addition to that, there's a secondary contest, HF contest from Spain. His King the Majesty from Spain's HF contest. So we might hear, hopefully, some Spanish stations participating in his royalties contest. Okay, so far on both setups, the portable and the home setup, signals are very weak, and they tend to fade out kind of quick. So we're going to keep trying, and we may revert back to that portable if we can, but we're just going to take every opportunity to stay on the air. Stick with us. Okay, we're even in search of GOTA stations, get on the air stations that they have at many field day sites, club field day sites. It's a separate setup, a separate station for mainly for either hams that haven't been on HF or people who are not licensed to get on the air in a very comfortable format. Typically with somebody obviously helping them if they're not licensed or if they're haven't been on the air on HF, a very relaxed setting. Maybe they can also have fun during field day, and it's a good way to attract people either to HF or new to the hobby. And they have a tendency sometimes of being on VHF, where it's much more relaxed setting. But so far, nothing. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep trekking. We're not giving up. We got somebody here on 10 meters, 428. But as fast as I can get the camera on frequency, so to speak, the signal is gone. Got some DX here on 20.
How you doing? Thank you. Good luck. What is this contest? Yankee Tango 1 America.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico.
Yankee Tango 1 Alpha. Yankee Tokyo 1 America contest.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico.
Yankee Tango 1 Alpha. Yankee Tango 1 America.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico. Whiskey India 2 Mexico. This is Whiskey India 2 Mexico. Almost. Whiskey India 2 Mexico. Whiskey India 2 Mexico. Well, you can't hear us, but at least the signals are getting stronger. We're going to keep trying.
Charlie, Quebec, Oscar. CQ contest, W9CQO.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico. Copy 4 Alpha, Wisconsin.
I copy your 4 Alpha Wisconsin. Please copy 1 Delta November Lima India.
Okay, got your Northern Long Island. Thanks much. W9, Charlie, Quebec, Oscar.
Finally. There you go. Persistence pays off.
Field Day, Whiskey 9, Charlie, Quebec, Oscar. Oscar 4, Zulu, Whiskey Delta, copy 2 Alpha, Wisconsin.
Let's try for Wisconsin again.
Kilo, Oscar 4, Zulu, Whiskey Delta, copy 2 Alpha, Wisconsin. QSL, I copy your 2 Alpha, Wisconsin. Please copy 1 Delta, Alpha Alpha. Thank you, Whiskey 9, Mike Victor Alpha.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico.
Whiskey Italy 2 Mexico, copy 2 Alpha, Wisconsin.
Okay, I copy. Please copy 1 Delta November Lima India.
Thank you, Whiskey 9, Mike Victor Alpha.
Got a pipeline to Wisconsin. Georgia. 5 Alpha Station.
QSL, Alpha, Wisconsin, good luck, 03. Whiskey Romeo, QRZ.
Whiskey India 2 Mexico.
Juliet Station, hold on. I got a Whiskey India 2, Mike, QSL.
That's a QSL 1 Delta November Lima India.
QSL, please copy 5 Alpha, Gulf Alpha.
Okay, copy the 5 Alpha. Just repeat the call, please.
Whiskey 4 Romeo.
Whiskey 4 Romeo 73.
Whiskey India 2, Mike, is that a QSL?
That's a QSL. QSL.
Alright, good luck, 03 is a Juliet Station, go ahead.
That's a good one. Okay, that was just a sample of the action of my participation in the ARRL 2024 Field Day. Now, I didn't really have that much time this weekend, but I wanted to get on the air for just a little bit, and the weather didn't want to cooperate. And let's get right to the weather report. I'm going to put a graphic up on the screen, but we had a lot of rain and thunderstorms in the Midwest, the Northeast, as you saw in my video, Florida, and Texas. So a lot of typical summertime pop-up thunderstorms, so safety first, like I said in the video. And in addition, let's get to the propagation and band report. The propagation report, I'm going to put another image up on the screen. You're going to see the SFI is checking in at 197. The A index was 5. The K index was 1. The aurora latitude dropped down to 67.5 degrees. The BZ value was 2.0. Solar flare probabilities was up to 66%, which, has been the typical for the last 2 months on the HF bands. The SFI is almost 200. Should be wide open, but it's not because of all of the CME bursts from our solar disk is creating havoc on the HF band. So let's switch over to VHF for those GOTA stations. If you were on 6 meters, there was some E-skip, and on 2 meters there was a high maximum usable frequency with some sporadic E. So there were band openings on VHF as well for those GOTA stations. So with that, like I said, ARRL Field Day is a big event. It's on a national, global scale. And it's open for everyone. All classes of radio operators can get on VHF and HF. And it doesn't matter if you have a few minutes or if you have the whole weekend. A lot of people think a field day has to be like an entire weekend event, which it can be. It can be an individual event. It can be a club event. If you have a few minutes to spare, if you have the entire weekend to spare, try and get on the air. Like I said, I didn't have that much time this weekend. The field day weekend is typically your first full weekend of the summer. Kids are off from school, a lot of graduation parties, a lot of barbecues to compete with field day, so it does make it kind of difficult to give the time for field day, but it's quite important. I think it's a great preparedness in emergency operations, and it's a great addition to showcasing ham radio to the public. It's also a great way to enhance club participation and people joining ham radio clubs. So there you have it, the ARRL 2024 Field Day. It was fun for me. The weather didn't cooperate, made it difficult, but that's all part of the game, all part of the adversity of trying to get on the air. Comment below, like, and subscribe for future videos of Ham Radio on the Go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget, check the description for additional content on today's video. 7-3, everyone.